Welcome to another edition of Fitness Friday. I'm Erica Fernandez, and today I'm here with Tracie Granata from Bay Athletic Club. Tracie, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I know that there's a lot of different components to being physically active and being fit, and I know that today we're going to focus on one in particular, right?
Yes, absolutely. So there's 5 different components of physical fitness. Being physically fit is more than just being able to run a mile or do 20 push-ups. The 5 components actually are muscular endurance, cardiovascular endurance, muscular strength, flexibility, and body composition. And out of those 5, I would bet that many of us would say we neglect flexibility the most. So that's the one that we're going to focus on today.
Okay, and so why would you say is it so important that we're more flexible, that our joints are better, able to move better and everything?
Yeah, so there's many different things that play a factor in one's flexibility. Some of you may say that genetics plays a role, and yes, it does, because many of us have different joint structure, which might prohibit us from different flexible movements. But a big part of it is just us taking care of our own bodies and doing the things that are necessary for us to have that flexibility. And the reason why it is so important is just that if we want our body to be able to move in the way that it's meant to move, our muscles need to be lengthened. They need to be pliable. We don't want them to be stiff, where it's going to stop us from doing the things that we love to do.
Absolutely. Our body is our machine, so we need it to work right.
Yeah.
So what are some tips or some moves that we can do to ensure that our body is working correctly and our joints are able to work?
Good question. We're going to do 3 simple movements that you as the viewers can do each and every day to help with flexibility. The more flexible we are, you'll have less pain in your body, you'll be able to move better, and just feeling better about yourself, it's certainly going to help. So 3 different movements that you, the viewers, can start doing today.
All right, so let's get started then.
All right, let's start on our hands and knees, Erica. And when we do this one, we are going to place our hands right here under our shoulders and our knees right under our hips. So your back is like a tabletop. I want you to imagine yourself having a glass of water right here in the center of that lower back, and it's going to balance when you're holding. So you're pulling that belly button in nice and strong. Now we want to open up the spaces between the spine. So we're going to round that back up, and we're going to inhale as we round back up, and then I want you to exhale as you come down. And this is called cat-cow, and I want you to extend the head, extend the neck, and we're going to inhale up and round that back, and then exhale, pushing it down, pushing that tailbone down and arching that head and neck up. So that's cat-cow, and if you do 10 to 15 reps of that every day and just hold each position about 2 to 3 seconds, it'll give your body a nice fluid movement to help with the flexibility of that back.
Okay.
The second movement's going to start from right here on hands and knees. We're going to curl those toes behind us and underneath, and we're going to go into what we call our downward facing dog.
Okay.
So with this, I just want you to push the tailbone up behind you, so kind of push back at a 45-degree angle, lifting up, tucking your head between your shoulders, your ears between the shoulders there, and really trying to press your heels into the floor. Very good, Erica. And with this, your hands are slightly out in front of your shoulders, and you should feel the length and the stretch through your hamstrings and your calf muscles, and even through your upper back right here. Yeah?
I definitely
Good.
feel it.
And now come back down onto those hands and knees.
Okay.
Good. And so with that one, again, holding it for that one, I would say 15, 30 seconds, and then come back down, and you could repeat that a couple times.
Okay, great.
Even throughout the day, just to help lengthen and stretch out that back, total body. The last one here is what we call a sun salutation. So I want you to come up onto those feet, standing all the way up. And from here, we're going to stand with our feet right here under our hips, standing up tall through our shoulders. And I want you to take a big inhale up. This is our sun salutation. Open every day with this one would be great. Exhale, diving it forward all the way down to the floor. So you're going to feel a nice stretch through the back side of your body. From here, hands are down. You're going to inhale up to the level of the shins or to the knees. This is called a half lift. And you're going to exhale as you come back down to the floor. From here, I want you to walk those fingertips forward into a plank. So hands under shoulders, and you can always drop down to those knees if you need to, but we're going to lower ourselves all the way down to the floor from here, exhaling down. Inhale into what we call up dog, curling those toes up behind you so you can feel the stretch through that heart center and through that core. We're going to curl those toes now behind us. Smile, and down dog, push back into that basic movement we just did. Good. And drop down to those knees. And the last one you can finish with after you do that sun salutation is a child's pose, to sit back, reaching those fingertips in front of you, sitting back on the heels of your feet, and come all the way up. And you can do a few of those sun salutations again every single day just to help give your body a total body warm up, but also work on flexibility through that chest, your back, and the legs. So nice job, Erica.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I've always heard that stretching first thing in the morning and right before you go to bed is always really good for your body to wake up and to help you relax right before you go to bed.
Yeah, doing those sun salutations when you first get up in the morning would be a good one to do. You never want to do any static stretching where it's a physical hold on cold muscles. It's almost like stretching a cold rubber band when your body isn't warmed up. When you stretch a cold rubber band, the muscles and joints or the rubber band would snap. The same thing would go for your muscles and your ligaments in your body too. So get your body warmed up before you do any of the static stretching, and you'll be good to go.
All right. Well, thank you so much for being here, and thank you so much for the good stretching. I already feel my body warmed up.
All right.
Good. Thank you so much, Tracie, for those helpful tips. Now get out there and start stretching and start working your muscles a little bit more so you can make sure that your joints are able to work in the long run. Thank you for watching another edition of Fitness Friday. Stay tuned because sports is next with John Scheidler.